going on, YouTubers? Today is July 4th. It is Independence Day, and this video is going to be supercharged. This is Harry, also known as the Brand Builder, and in this video I'm going to talk about ways to make money without a job. So these are 4 tips on how to make money without a job. Now, before I go into the video, I'll just let you know that I am employed and that I'm not saying you have to quit your job. And I'm not saying that I quit my job or that I don't have a job. I'm just talking about ways to make money without a job. This is something you can do on the side until you scale and find a way to do it without a job if you ever become unemployed. A lot of people in America are doing this now. And I noticed that there's a wave of brand new entrepreneurs since the pandemic. So people getting laid off of work, these things are happening and people are responding and they're learning how to do it without a job now. Not everybody's successful at this, but let's talk about this. Okay, 4 tips. Now, these tips are not like a guideline to knowing how to do a specific thing. These are just tips to help you. And by the way, this is just for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not your mentor or coach. Unless that's something you need, you can message me or whatever you need to. Comment below if you think you need a coach. Maybe I can help you with that. So let's talk about these tips. I wrote them down here because I was thinking about what Independence Day meant to me. And this is what it means to me. 4 tips. Tip number 1 is think big. This is a hard one for a lot of people because if you're pessimistic or negative, you might as well just shut this video off and keep it moving because it's not going to work for you. If you're pessimistic or you're negative, you have 0 chance of any of these tips working for you. So you have to be able to think big and make what looks like it's not possible, possible. Because for all the people out there who have successful businesses or successful side hustles, there's a reason why those side hustles are successful. Is because those people think big. You cannot get anywhere without thinking big, right? Look at the profits of companies in the communities around you or within your community. Look at some of those business owners who are very successful and ask yourself, how do they do it? Because the truth is, a large majority of our society are just followers. Most people are just going to go to work every day. That's just how it is. Not everybody's going to think outside the box. Only a small percentage of people will think outside the box. So making money without a job is not for everyone. Only a few people can do it successfully. So don't just run off thinking that this is who you are and you're going to make money without a job and quit your job. That's not smart. So, you're going to make money without a job and quit your job. That's not smart. So tip number 2 is find out what you like to do and mix that with what you know how to do, right? So don't go running off and saying you're going to become a doctor. Maybe you know how to create software, or you know how to create a website that can link people to doctors in their area, and then now you got something going. But whatever you know how to do, whatever you want to do, mix it with what you know how to do, so this way you get started faster, right? So that's one way to get into what you're trying to do, because some people are procrastinators, right? They're always getting ready to start a business. Oh, I'm getting ready to do this. Oh, I'm getting ready to do that. And then you're talking to everybody about it. You're telling your friends, and then you think everyone's hating on you because no one cares anymore. The truth is, it's not that people don't care. It's just that you're always getting ready to do something so much and you ain't doing it, so no one really cares, right? And it's not that they're hating on you. They're holding you accountable because you keep talking about something that you're not going to get started doing. So think about your level of competence in the area that you need to get to. And sometimes starting a business, you'll learn what you need to know as you get started. And as you're in the business, you can tweak it based on what the market will tell you what you need to do with your business. So keep that in mind. Number 3 is understand that any type of money that can be made is a business. I don't care if you're taking back bottles and cans. And the reason why I talk about bottles and cans is this is a hot topic for me. I've been talking about bottles and cans since the beginning of this particular YouTube channel. All I ever used to talk about was how to make an extra $200 to $300 a month, which is huge for a lot of people. An extra $200 to $300 a month will save a lot of people. In this time of inflation, I don't know if that's the case anymore. You're going to have to look at $600 to $1,000 a month extra in order to save your hiney. So I think Paul Mitchell, the guy who started the company of Paul Mitchell, the shampoo brand, used to do $700 a day, $700 a day taking back bottles and cans. I know a guy who was doing about $300 or $400 a day. Personally, I know this guy, right? He was doing about $300 or $400 a day and turning in his bottles and cans. And by doing so, he was able to fund a business. So that goes back to number 2. Find out what you like to do and mix what you can do in there. So all money made is a business. So if you know how to hold on to that money, if you go collect bottles and cans or whatever it is you do, or if you sell items on Mercari or Poshmark, whatever you're doing, Craigslist, Facebook, you take your money, you hold it, and then you get ready to use that money to fund your business. If you want to be a landlord and you find a way to create a quick and easy business to get you to your deposit or down payment on a house, a duplex or a triplex or a fourplex, or just a single family house that you can rent out, then all ways to make money is a business. So one business can fund another. So keep that in mind. The last one is know your numbers and aim high. You guys are probably wondering, how is that not similar to number 1? Well, I'll explain this to you. Knowing your numbers is basically knowing your capabilities, understanding your metrics, understanding your value, understanding where you are, knowing where you're profitable, knowing what your costs are, knowing where you're going with your business, understanding the true value of your business from a perspective that does not fail, the perspective that really works in real time. You might think that your business makes $10,000 a month. When you break down the numbers and look at your costs, the miles you drive, and how much you're paying for certain supplies, whether you're going out to eat while you're working, because you might go out and do a job for 6 hours and get a sandwich, a coffee, a drink, or you might need to get something else. You have to understand your numbers. You can't just look at the gross income and say, oh, the gross income tells me everything I need to know. Because your business might make 6 figures a year. You might make over $120,000 a year, but it cost you $60,000 to make that. So what you really made was $60,000. And then when you break it down, you're taxed on that $60,000. So if you run out, spend $75,000 a year, you're in a negative. So hopefully you didn't borrow money. And that's another thing. I do not suggest that in the beginning of your non-job venture or making money side hustle without a job that you go get a loan at any time soon. You might want to get a loan, maybe you want to wait a year, right? So if you were able to raise about $20,000, $30,000 to $40,000 with a side hustle in 1 year, right? Maybe if you want to, if you have that money in the bank, you're going to borrow against it so you have more money. So it depends. Well, first of all, if you got $30,000, $40,000 in the bank, you're not serious about your hustle. So you might want to reanalyze yourself. You want to put your money into your hustle to make it grow. So the way you're going to do it, if you don't have a job, if there's people out there you don't have a job, you're going to use the bare minimum. You're going to live on the bare minimum. You're going to use your money to basically survive. Buy yourself food, pay your bills, keep your lights on. Everything else is going to go right back into your business, so you grow it. You got to feed it. It's like a monster that you're feeding. The monster gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So all you're going to do is feed that thing and feed that thing and feed it until it becomes huge. And then the cash flow is going to come in real huge. You're not going to have to worry about the cash flow anymore. So think on that. All right. So it's Independence Day. And just remember, these are tips for making money without a job. I'm not telling anyone to not work. I'm not telling anyone to quit their jobs. I'm just saying these are ways to make money without a job. It is Independence Day, and we already know what that means. It is freedom, because a lot of people didn't have to go to work today. And to all you people who didn't have to go to work today, I hope you're watching my YouTube video. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I want you to make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think. Hit the notifications, okay? Let's grow this thing. Let's get back into action. Thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy and build your brand.